Alright guys, so we have got a build here. Probably jumping in deeper than I should, but YOLO. We've got a 2013 Wrangler JKU. It has got, I don't know, a little over 125,000 miles, 128,000. And we're fixing to make a trail rig out of it. Trail rig / daily driver. Bought this Jeep a couple weeks ago. It has got a rebuilt title. Bummer, but oh well. Fuse panel had caught on fire on it once upon a time. And that is what caused the rebuilt title. But it's all fixed, good now, drivable. But get this. What I'm wanting to do is pull this motor, transmission, transfer case, everything out. And I've got a 99 2500, it's a Cummins, whoop-de-doo, 24 valve that we're going to throw on this thing. Still a VP, all electronic, you know, we haven't P-pump swapped it or anything like that. So we're going to try to configure a harness, which it's been done before. I've just got to find enough forums, enough literature to figure out how to do that. And then we're going to try to throw it in this bad Larry and get her going. So not only that, but eventually we're going to swap the axles out. 1 ton swap it, you know, bigger tires, bigger axles. We're going to 3-link the front, 4-link the back. Might do some ORIs, struts, or maybe some coilovers. I'm really not 100% sure on that yet, but there's a quick overview of it. I've actually found a buyer for this motor. I think I've got a buyer for the transmission and transfer case, but I'm not 100% sure. But one thing's for certain, this motor's coming out. So we're fixing to pull the motor out. I'm probably going to go ahead and take the transmission, transfer case, get all that junk stripped out also, and then yeah, let's go from there. We got a ton of cleaning to do. Really debating on if we're going to keep the wire, the fuse panel, the ECM, and all that good stuff. From what I've read, the few people that's done this that I've talked to, you pretty much got to do away with all that. And unfortunately, as much as I like the OEM factory dash, you know, the turn signals, all that good jazz, the headlights, the heating and cooling, the radio, the electric windows, all that. What I've read is you pretty much got to build a custom dash, or I think like Genwright sells one, it's aluminum. You got to put one of those in, and then you pretty much got to rewire everything. It's got to be on switches, yada yada yada. It's not near as, you know, nice, I would say. I mean, I guess you can make it nice, but it's not quite like a factory Jeep is. So I don't know. I'm still questioning if that's the route I want to go. I'd like to try to keep the factory ECM and keep all the components inside working. Obviously, the speedo, the tack, all that good stuff's not going to work with the different motor, but if I can keep the CAN bus off of that other motor, hopefully we can get like a race pack or something other hooked up in there and start monitoring those parameters on the 24 valve. So it's going to be a learning experience for me. I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I guess you guys can ride along and learn with me. Here goes. Just been draining the coolant, so let's go for it. Alright, first we're going to start off by removing the bumper, the grill, the radiator, all that good jazz. I'm going to be honest with you, never messed with one of these. So, do a lot of work on diesels, Dodges. I say that I do a lot of my own work. I don't do a lot of work, just my own. If you own a Dodge, you probably know there's quite a bit of work to do. But it's just going to be a little time consuming. We're going to time lapse it so we don't eat up a ton of memory cards, but yeah. Hang out.
Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say,
it tonight. Getting a little hungry. It's about, I think my watch has died. Nope, 9:30. So it's getting close to my bedtime. It's actually probably past my bedtime. I like going to sleep early and waking up early. So this is about as far as we've made it so far. Got all the power steering, everything unhooked, drained, coolant drained. I mean, I think I've got everything unhooked as far as the motor wise up top. Got the heating hoses unhooked. I'm sure there's some miscellaneous harness somewhere that I'm missing. But now I've just got to get under the Jeep and do all of the doodads under there. Gotta drive lines out. I'm debating on unhooking the transmission and the undoing the torque converter bolts, but I may just take the transfer case off and then pull the trans and the motor out as one whole. I haven't quite made up my mind yet. It'd probably be a little bit easier had I pulled it out in a whole. So I'm gonna leave that for tomorrow though. So I'll stick around. Hopefully by the weekend we can pull the second gen in here and do the same thing with it. Of course I got to pull the transmission anyways to put a 5th gear nut in the transmission to fix that, but I don't think we're going to use the transmission in that thing anyways. I've got a 47 RE out there that I'd like to build and try to get stabbed in this thing, so we'll see though, see where the road leads.